Welcome dear friends to Couplet English Couplet Channel. We have already completed 120 chapters of Couplet English Couplets. This Couplet English Couplet has been it's a translated book. It's nothing but the translation of Thirukkural. Thirukkural was written by Thiruvalluvar in 4+3 words and 2 lines. The same way this has been translated by me, and it is known as it's a unique of its kind. It is the first of its kind. And this has been translated using 4+3 words in 2 lines, complying with 2 sorts of grammar called Kuralvanba and Couplets definition of English grammar. Now, I have translated using semantical approach and idiomatic approach, whereby I am bringing to translation Thiruvalluvar's thought, soul and mind. And Thiruvalluvar has specifically put certain things in virtue and wealth. And we have already completed virtue and wealth. Now we have come to the section called love. Here we have 25 chapters and 250 Kurals. All these 1330 Kurals and 133 133 chapters. I have put all these into 16 aspects, or which are called items, or which are called titles, where I have put 16 items or 16 aspects. Now we are in the 16th aspect. This is nothing but the emotional and physical love between husband and wife, or love and lover. We have 10 Kurals under each chapter, and now we are taking one video out of these 10 Kurals. Why? Because each Kural is interlinked and interconnected with each other. That's the reason that we are going to take one video of all the 10 Kurals. We have seen up to 120 from 109. That starts from 109. Certain things which Valluvar is explaining about love and lover, love and lovers, separation and their lamentation, all such. But in this particular chapter, he is specially using the lamentation. So that is titled, as translated by me, is lamenting over separation. Now what happens is, they get separated. They get separated only with a view to getting some benefit for the family. Being a family, they have to go and do work. In those days, husband has to go and he has to go and earn money, come to the family, and thereby he will be able to run the family. That's the reason. Whatever be the love between the husband and wife, the necessity is wealth. So that's the reason that they want to get departed from each other. And when they get departed, they have to carry the other person in his soul and mind. The same way, the wife who is in the house should have the husband in his eye and the mind and soul. This way, this is depicted over here. The very important aspect in these Kurals, in all these 250 Kurals, is that we should not go after unnatural love. Nowadays, everything has been changed, and most of the countries have enacted acts regarding marriage. So marriage, the concept of marriage has gone down. The concept of marriage is the main aspect, and the concept of marriage and the very essence of marriage is nothing but begetting children. which is not possible when men and men get married and women getting married. So there is no sense of getting children. So they get married, but they say that this is their rights. This has been enacted as acts, and even the court judgments support. Amidst this, 2000 years back, what Valluvar said is relevant now. He is after natural law, that is according to cosmic law, and he is also against adultery and fornication, that is sexual indulgence before marriage and apart from marriage. That is what he is telling. Even when both of them get separated from each other, there is a necessity for each other to carry the other in the heart and mind of each other. That's a way to keep them away from committing any kind of adultery and the such. Now, in this particular chapter, lamenting over separation is happening. So everything is clear in the translated English. It has been translated in very simple language, so anybody would understand even by mere reading of it. So I would read it and we could understand that. If any necessity, I will explain certain things, because we are not going into the depth of it, because we are not teaching medical science now. So if it is to be explained for medical science, certain things can be explained, but not we are concentrating on all such things. Just we are going to appreciate the good piece of literary work. The literary work or the literary poem written by Valluvar is very appreciable. His language is very good. He has used only 4 words. The same with the translation has got 4 plus 3 words. He has used only 7 words, and the translation also has 7 words in 2 lines. All such wonderful. So this is wonderful. Let's start with the first one. Sex stimulating thought is delighter than liquor. So here what he says is liquor is not that much delighter when compared to sexual stimulations. So sex stimulating thought is delighter than liquor. Second one, sexuality always delights whether united or separated. So it's delighter, because when united it's pleasurable. When got separated, it is rather delighter. Why delighting? Why it's delighting? It seems delighting. Why? Because they got separated, but they keep each other in their heart, mind, soul, or eye, whatever it is, according to their gender. But remembering that, there will be a delight. That's the reason he uses this language here. Third one, my harp sneeze conveys my lover's intervening thought. Now even the sneeze, which happens to the love means the woman who is in love, who was separated from her husband. Half sneeze comes, but she is not sneezing fully, but it's a half sneeze. This half sneeze conveys, what conveys? People would say that it's a telepathic way. I mean, they would think that somebody is remembering somebody. If sneeze comes, they would say like that. So it comes, but it goes off. Half sneeze conveys my lover's intervening thought. He thinks of this woman. The woman thinks that her husband is thinking about him intervening, just having a thought. So sneeze comes, but it's not in full. That way she thinks. So he is using sometimes metaphor, simile, and all many figures of speech. Thereby he wants to express his feelings, how the wife feels about the husband, how the husband feels about the wife, all such. He wants to say something. He wants to express his thought about the feelings, how the feelings would be for the wife when separated from the husband, how the feeling would be for the husband when separated from the wife, all such. That's the reason. Okay, fourth one, he dwells in me, what about him? So now the wife is telling, he is dwelling in me. What about him? He dwells in me. What about him? Okay. These are the sentences, these are the poems used by the wife. He dwells in me. What about him? What happened to him? She's asking. Now, fifth one, resisting me into him, he enters me. Resisting me into him. Now, fourth one, he dwells in me. What about him? He is dwelling in my heart. But what happened to him? Whether I am living in his heart? The woman is asking. Woman is doubting, as if she were not there in the heart of the man. This is a natural, common thought. Comes and goes. That whatever says here. And next one, the same thing reiterated. Resisting me into him, he enters me. Resisting me into him. She is not allowing, he is not allowing this woman to go into his heart. He is entering into this woman. I live thinking embraces, sustaining my life, she tells. Seventh one, remembering pleasure burns, how more if I forget? She is remembering all the pleasures. Pleasures burns. She is remembering pleasures. This burns. How more if I forget? If she forgets, what will happen? She is thinking about. Eighth one, no rage for reminiscences is his favor. No rage for reminiscences. Reminiscences is his favor. Is his favor. He has left a few little thought about him. That is the reminiscences. So no rage. We need not rage over that. I need not be angry with that. I need not be angry with that husband because he has left some reminiscences, thereby just to remember about him. That is in his favor. That is his favor. That is the only favor that he has done. She thinks. Ninth one, precious life suffers thinking one body philosophy. Precious life suffers. Why? Thinking about one philosophy, which says that they are not two, they are one body. That is what is said in the Bible, which speaks about this. After getting united, after getting married, they are not two, they are one. Physically they are one, it's said. So the same philosophy is reflected over here. Viliyumen innuyir verallam enbar. In Tamil it goes like this. Precious life suffers thinking one body philosophy. So 10th Kural. Prudence prevail till meeting my lover personally. Now this woman says prudence prevail. Prudence means intelligence. That should prevail till meeting. See, whatever thought is there, whatever is going on in my mind, there should be prudence, because he is not going to come out of that. He would come anyhow. So till that time, prudence should prevail over all the thoughts till meeting my lover personally. So all these thoughts will not work out. He will come and personally I can meet him. Till that time, I should not think about all these things and I should not get sufferings. I should not suffer out of it. That is the thought finally she comes into. She is lamenting and consoling her. Lamenting over separation and consoling her, saying this, prudence prevail till meeting my lover personally. This is called a lamentation, something like that. Lamenting over separation. Thank you.